But, we see the baby here. Again, interesting. The dollar bill that kind of like speaks to manifestation, right? Money coming in. Need to recharge the batteries, I think, and, kind of purging over here. That Mars in retrograde is kind of like, that's this nurturing. Yeah. And Shakira, she's kind of saying to me, stay present. Stay present. And of course, this is the throat chakra. Communication is going to be important, which we see here with this Page of Swords. And I feel like you're looking for this communication here. All right. So, just wanted to make sure. Yeah, okay, so I'm really getting almost an activism kind of with this communication, and Shakira with know your rights, and talking about indifference, and then with Kurt Cobain, we're all in this mess together, so we may as well make some noise, right? Because we do have the elections coming up. Right? This is like, this week it's almost like, yes, there's an anticipation, right? And, I see this Two of Wands as like the choice, right? You've made up your mind. And, it's like even in this Two of Pentacles, it's in the air element. I get this sense of marking time. And I think that there are other things that you're looking for, but I think that that's part of it, right? I think that it's going to be a big part of it for a lot of us. Because, it's just a very powerful thing, and I see this kind of all playing out here. I see, it's, defending your position with the Seven of Wands in the action. This could even be like that October surprise, which apparently is a good one for you. Right? And you're kind of like anticipating it, right? We're all anticipating. What is it that's going to come out? Yes. And it blows the flame out on somebody. Now, I just want to put, and then, of course, this King of Wands here could definitely be, the winner, or just, this crown coming off, and this guy's like, kind of like goofy looking, right? Like somebody looking a bit of a fool. Yeah, you have to take your crown off. But, I just saw that there. Thought I'd lay that out for you. Because I think a lot of us are curious. And, this, it's kind of been like, and I've kind of been anticipating it, that the results aren't really going to be, we're not going to be able to see it, right? I don't think we're going to know. I really don't. Okay. But, so, aside from that, we have the Four of Swords here in the past position. And I'm seeing this as, the healing process, and we've kind of been just... We've got, it's kind of like almost that hanged man kind of feeling, right? These guys are hanging from this tree too. That we've kind of been ho-hum. We've been doing our work. We've been healing. All of that is great. But it's like, I feel like we're ready, right? We're ready for something to happen. We're ready to get some movement, because in this first week... and I do see this as, that holding power. You have something that you're wanting to do. You've made a decision on something. And it's like, once again, marking time. These ships are coming in here, right? And you're looking for them. And, you know, we see these clocks here. It's like you're just waiting for the right time. I do see this as, you know, a reminder, and like right here, it's with Nick Cave, it says waiting for inspiration is just waiting to be present, right? Don't dream about the sunset at midday. Stay present, right? Make some noise. Keep doing the work. And, you know, finding that, and that there is this balance that's happening here as well. So, you know, try to really tune in to what's around you, stay present, and yeah, it's it's kind of like it seems like a fairly quiet week. But when we're waiting on something, right, we're just waiting. So find something, right, to kind of occupy yourself with. So we have this sunny day, right? The day finally arrives. And, you know, like I said, there's growth here, right? And you're sitting on, you know, that the sun is coming about because of the growth you've done, the work you've done, right? Because she's the one that's caused this tower moment, Alice. So even though you might not physically cause this tower moment that happens, you still caused it by all this work that you've done, right? So yeah, the day arrives. Something, you know, that full moon in Uranus, whenever it happens, I mean, like, you know, because this is the center of all of this. And, you know, there's going to be a surprise. You know, it's like that breakthrough. You know, it's this, you know, to the moon and back, right? That full moon in Taurus, conjunct to Uranus. It's like you've been anticipating this, you know. It's also with the moon, we're tuned in. It's that intuition. You've known it. You've been looking for it, right? We see this trumpet here, dun, 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 you know, this sort of truth he's holding, and this message, and it does have to do with the heart, right? So it's coming, you know, but once again, you know, she's spending her time looking for that. So just make sure that you are, you know, not getting lost in this, you know, waiting mode, you know, because it's happening. We don't, you know, but that anticipation, that looking for it can really, like, you know, make us feel drained. Yes. But, you know, I see like this is all connected, right? This message is the tower moment. And it does, you know, end things. And it's like this because this communication, right? This Page of Swords, the communication. And, you know, this very well could also be showing counterpart situation. Well, not necessarily counterpart, but a person. Because this is the same blue. Right, we have blue on either end, same color of blue, and it's in this death card too. You know, it's like there's this connection between your conscious thoughts and actions and your subconscious thoughts and actions, right? With these feathers here. And I'm always seeing this candle as that other wand, right? You're standing here with the two wands. You've made your decision. You're holding on to it, right? And she's holding on to it here. It's here again. But the other wand has to be snuffed out in order to continue. So I see that as, you know, the mind is processing all of this, right? It's protecting your future. processing the death. All of this is happening, and that's good. Absolutely. So over here and let's see here. We've got swords, pentacles, wands. We don't have, well, this is water. Okay, cool. I like for things to be balanced, right? And this Cancer is water. This Cancer over here. Seven of Wands in the fire element. And I feel like whatever happens here, especially with this Empress, just have to say, like, because I'm really seeing with these two, this defensiveness. It's like you were wanting it, it happens, and then, it's like all of a sudden it's like, oh God. Sometimes we have those moments, right? Where we wanted something, and then when it happens, it's kind of, there's this, I feel like with here, it's almost like, defending your position, defending your beliefs. But the Seven of Wands happens after the success. Yes, it's a victory that has to be defended. All the cards are out on the table, and it's like you're getting attacked for your victory. And you feel insecure about the people around you, and you're unsure about who to trust, right? This is like, I feel like you coming into your power in the future, but you're just not, it's kind of like it takes a while to kind of get used to it, right? Mercury retrograde in Scorpio is hard, guys. To acclimate, to the new life, right? Because it's a real change. But you're going to be fine, of course. And once again, we see this nurturing, and underneath this is family. So there's definitely, whether this is, just, I do get like a nurturing kind of, of a child, whether this has to do with, being pregnant, that kind of thing, or if it's just, something else, but the family is being affected by it. But yeah, this has to do with the King of Wands, and I don't feel like this is you. And of course this Shakira is almost, it's this Shakira, she's, when I see this animal stuff, right, it's like there's this wands energy, this fire energy about it. Because it is, African vibes here, the desert, the Sahara, right? The desert here again. And, this is your person. Yeah. I mean, like, I feel like there's a communication here because, and this is you, I really feel like there's a sense of this knowing and really appreciating the energies that you're in. There's she's very resolute here, right? She knows she's got the upper hand, really, even if this stuff is coming at her from above. And this could, these are 6 wands here coming at her. This could be the victory coming at you. You're like, okay, I'm ready. Yeah, I mean, like, for some of you, this could just be really emotionally tied to this creative project, right? And stepping into the leadership role there. But I'm really getting a person as well. You know, I do think there is a creative project, something along those lines that's being worked through here. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like, you're the Empress in the future, right? This is abundance. This is being, you know, mastering all of the elements, right? She's all the queens. So remember that every time you start, you know, and just because you're an Empress doesn't mean that there isn't going to be any self-doubt that creeps in. Just know you're the Empress, right? All right, let's get a piece of art. We'll get closing guidance. Then we'll take a quick look at all the underlying energies together and see what story they tell. All right, really drawn over here to the beginning. For Cancer, please. To the right. Centaur's combat. And, you know, I see this as, yeah, I can't, the Sagittarius comes to mind. We do have an eclipse happening. Yeah, it's like all of this stuff that's going on. I feel like this is talking to what's happening in the world and politics mostly. I mean, this does have the Sagittarian feel to it. And with this Seven of Wands here as well, you know, that there might be more, you know, because you're feeling defensive about your choice here, right? So there might be more battles here. But mostly I'm feeling like what's going on in the world, and we do have a new moon eclipse in Sagittarius coming up. Not, you know, we've got a new moon in Scorpio after this full moon in Taurus, then an eclipse in Gemini, then that new moon eclipse in Sagittarius. So I feel like, and that has come up with somebody else before too, there's still a lot to be that's going on until that time. And I feel like that's around the time that we're going to really get some resolution to that. And then we have over here, because I usually like to look at this too, head plus light plus surroundings, right? And this is all like very fragmented imagery, right? That kind of confusion, things not being quite clear yet,